Hello and Happy New Year! So in anticipation of the new year of 2025, I'm actually doing an unhaul. And this is something that I'm pretty certain that I've said before that I wasn't gonna do because I don't do unhauls. And here I am doing one. Mainly because, well, there are books that I just don't want to keep anymore. And at least some of them, I'm probably gonna do another unhaul in a few months. And at least some of those are never gonna go into circulation. There's a very good possibility that some books in my collection are actually gonna go into recycling bin. They are that bad and I do not want them in my community. Now the good news is those books are not here. These are going into a secondhand store in my town. So at least I feel good enough about them that I feel good about putting them back into circulation where I live. So those are the good news. Now the bad news is that, of course, I buy books because I want to read them. I'm interested in them. I want them. That's why I bought them. And unfortunately, some of them just don't work out. And one of those are Emma Rosenblum's Bad Summer People. I actually waited for this to come out in paperback. It's not a book. It's not a bad book. Absolutely not. I'm just not interested in the characters, the story, and I really want to because this is about rich people being murdered during the summertime. I'm like those are perfect targets. I'm just not interested. I'm like, and maybe I was setting myself up for failure because I'm not interested in stereotypes, and I really felt like there were too many. It didn't work out for me. But it's such a lovely, look at the cover. It is gorgeous. And, I mean, look at it. It's literally, oh, you can see better on the back. It's literally one shape, like whispering to another. It's such a lovely cover. Who made the cover? Well, it doesn't say, but whoever made the cover deserves credit. Onwards. Another book that didn't work for me, and I was so looking forward to reading this. I really want to read my first Emily Henry. And it's You and Me on Vacation, also known as People We Meet on Vacation. I'm just not. I don't like the characters. Like the main female character. I tried reading this, I'm like, I'm sorry, but you're the type of person that I don't really like. And yeah, didn't work out for me. Which was really sad because both of these books I was looking forward to reading when we actually had a heat wave here in Iceland. I was so looking forward to being outside, sunbathing a little bit, me and my paleas, and reading good summer books. And I'm like, didn't work out. Didn't even get a 10. And another very, very, very popular author, Sally Rooney, Normal People. I have no problem with the presentation of the story itself, like the lack of quotation marks. I've read the Icelandic sagas. Quotation marks are not really a new. Quotation marks have not always been a thing in stories, in books. They're very, very nice, but they haven't always been a thing. So that didn't bother me. What bothered me were just certain presentations. Like, I know we're in the mind of two people, but I do not like reading a description of what people are doing, the company that they are in, and then suddenly the guy is thinking about a sexual encounter between himself and the female lead. I'm like, no. I know we're supposed to be in their minds, but I do not appreciate it. Also, the fact that I stopped at the same page as quite a few other people, I'm like, I am not in the minority here. I mean, not every author is for everyone, so Sally Rooney is just not for me, I guess. Ooh, and this one, it's because it's a hardback. It's a gorgeous, gorgeous cover. This is by Marlon James. It's the Moonwitch Spider King. Oh no, but it's a signed exclusive edition. No, I'm donating it because I am dedicated to collecting the paperbacks. No, this is going to a donation pile. But Like, it's really, really pretty. Like, the inside and these. But yeah, so this is this is book 2 in a trilogy. The third book is, I think, gonna come out this year. And well, no, I'm going to donate it because I need space on my shelves, and maybe someone will find this and be driven to. Oh, and I need to remove the tabs. This is C.J. Cook's The Lighthouse Witches. I don't hate this book. I finished it. I just don't want to keep it. So this is about a mother and her 3 daughters, and the middle daughter is the only one who survives. Is the only one who remains to modern times. So we're following 2 timelines and 3 perspectives. Yeah. That would be the orange, the kind of greenish yellow one, and the pink one. It's a very, I mean, I would say a really cool story. There's quite a lot of things going on. Like, there's timey-wimey stuff, there's very mysterious events, and a lot of real hard-hitting scenes, a lot of realistic, real things. It's a lot about motherhood, it's about sisters, it's about so many things. And that is another thing that makes me feel good about putting this out in my community, because I really want someone else to also appreciate this book. I don't hate it, I just don't want to keep it. I want to pass it on. Neil McKenna's Fanny and Stella, the young men who struggled with touring England. I love Fanny and Stella. They are some of my favorite characters, historical figures. I just don't like this book. I feel bad saying it. But the presentation and the... well, the way the story is told is just not for me. Hopefully someone else will appreciate it, because Fanny and Stella, fantastic figures. And this I'm disappointed with. Is J.M. Hall's A Spoonful of Murder and A Pen Dipped in Poison. Basically, it's a group of friends, elderly women who solve cases. And I was so looking forward to this. It's just, again, the presentation, how the story is written, just didn't suit me. And so that's a disappointment, but I still feel pretty good about, again, putting this out in my community, because maybe someone else interested in reading English is gonna find this, you know, and appreciate them. Joel Dicker, The Enigma of Room 622. I tried to read this and I'm like, no. I tried. Like, So this is about an author, and as far as I could figure out, like, I didn't read far into it. I even skipped ahead a little bit. I'm like, I'm just not interested in this character. He just feels like a whiny, not the kind of character that I want to read, basically. Like, here's a Russian doll of a mystery crafted with the precision of a Swiss watch. Sorry, not for me. Maybe someone else will be interested. And it wasn't what I was kind of hoping it was. So there's that. Von Arnim Vera, because I'm trying to get more into the classics, of the English language. I didn't know this was about domestic abuse. I do not have the headspace to deal with that. Basically, I don't like the husband character, and I can't. I kind of feel like I'm putting poison into my community now. And these two. This is the Writers and Artists Yearbook 2022-2023. Chonkers. These are non-fiction. These are advice. These are publishers, newspapers, all sorts of things. I mean, there's a lot of things that people are interested in, so I'm gonna throw this into my community and see what happens. I might actually get the 2025 for myself. I'm pretty sure I have like 21 books, so... Oh, and this. Chimamanda Ngozi Adichie. Half of a Yellow Sun and Purple Hibiscus. These are set in Nigeria during a lot of turmoil, and I couldn't get into them, which is so sad because I literally got them because I felt like expanding my horizons, and my brain is just like, no, don't wanna. So I'm gonna pass these on to my community, and hopefully someone else will appreciate them, because apparently I cannot. Another one. Catriona Ward, The Last House on Needless Street. Couldn't get into it. I think it's like it's psychological. It's a thriller. The presentation here is, this is a story of a murderer, a stolen child, revenge. This is a story of Ted, who lives with his young daughter Lauren and his cat Olivia in an ordinary house at the end of an ordinary street. And I can't get into it, so I'm passing it on. I really feel good about the fact that that there is somewhere that I can pass these books on, because Ashley Herring Blake, Delilah Green Doesn't Care. I tried getting into this. Again, couldn't. I think the worst thing about doing this is that I'm just facing the fact that I'm so disappointed that I can't get into every single book. It's like, Alison Weir's Six Tudor Queens. Catherine Parr, The Sixth Wife. I wasn't as interested in this as I was. Like, this is the 6th book in a series about the 6 queens of Henry VIII. And I'm just... I really feel like, though, that getting the last one was a mistake. I didn't realize really that this was a series. So my mistake. But this is a fictionalized historical novel. And then onto the books that I said, I think, beginning of last year that I was gonna... sometime last year that I was gonna get rid of before Christmas, and here we are after Christmas. Sarah Morgan's A Wedding in December is about a wedding in December and a gathering of family and several romances. Couldn't get into it. Passing it on. Jenny Gladwell, A Gift in December. I did finish it, and I quite like it. This one is set in Norway. It is rather tongue-in-cheek. It has some mystery. It has romance. It has mistakes that the characters do. Quite liked it. I'm passing it on. And last of the romances is Poppy Alexander's 25 Days in December. Again, couldn't get into it. But it's cute. I think it's cute. Not much else to say. And the last book is actually a soft DNF from, I believe, last year. No, wait. Oh, the year before? I can't remember. It's L.D. Shearer's The Cat Who Caught a Killer. I tried to read this because of the cat. Like, the cat is absolutely adorable. His name is Conrad. I just didn't like his human. And I've been pondering about this ever since I DNF'd this book. Like, look at the design of it. So cute. I can't get into following the main character. I mean, Conrad's the main character. His human is the other main character. And something about her just rubs me the wrong way. And I can't tell if it's because she is of such a privileged position. Like, so that might be my issue, is that she doesn't really face any financial instability. She lives on a houseboat because she wants to. There's literally an expensive, I believe it's a townhouse that stands unused because she doesn't want to be there. I'm pretty sure that housing in the UK for the past decade or 20 years is just rising. So she is from a position of extreme privilege. And then I think I stopped at the point where she was speaking with an old co-worker from the police. And they're basically connecting and complaining that they can no longer be disrespectful and speak down to people based on race and orientation and gender. Is like, so I think that's why I didn't like the human character. I like Conrad though, he's cute. Maybe someone else will appreciate this because... So I'm passing it on. So those are the 21 books that I have so far that I am donating to a charity organization in my town. And hopefully someone else will appreciate them because I don't. I will hopefully see you again in some other video of mine. Potentially a little bit more positive than this one because I felt I was veering rather into the negative about some of these books. But again, I will hopefully see you some more often this year, and until then, take care. Bless, bless.